5 reasons why I'm upgrading to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and I feel like I have a somewhat unique perspective on the Chase credit card ecosystem. I had the Sapphire cards dating back to like 2009 when I churned a couple of them and likely was blacklisted for a while. Then I had an experience more recently where I was approved for 7 Chase cards in less than a year, well over 524. One of those Chase cards was the Chase Sapphire Preferred about a year ago when it had the elevated offer. Now, I've been critical of Chase credit cards in the past and their fanboys, and even now I often call them out on some of these issues. So this video is 5 reasons why I'm upgrading that Chase Sapphire Preferred to a Chase Sapphire Reserve. Another card I have also been very critical of. I still don't think it delivers enough value to offset that massive annual fee. So why even upgrade? Well, for one, the Sapphire Preferred is a pretty awful product, and it's evidence that Chase extorts you $95 each year so you can transfer your points to Hyatt. So without further comedy, today I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why I'm upgrading to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. If you like videos about actual credit card experiences and strategies, slap that like button and let's get started. Reason number 1, I'm upgrading to the CSR. I am embedded and committed to Chase Bank for better or for worse. Chase is the largest bank in the world and they have branches all over the place, including several in my area. I have used Chase for my direct deposit and my main bank for years now, and when I started my real estate business, I used Chase for my first business checking and savings accounts as well. Fast forward to today, and I have 8 Chase credit cards, personal checking, 2 different business checking accounts and savings accounts, as well as 3 brokerage accounts. The brokerage accounts really are only there to hold some money in and maintain this relationship. I've also had HELOCs in the past with Chase and an auto loan. So I think all those factors may have led to my approval of so many Chase cards while being over 524. Who knows? I think the original and continuing catalyst for this relationship with Chase was the fact that they waived monthly account fees for my veteran status, and that's something I actually really appreciate. Along the same lines as being in the Chase ecosystem is the fact that Chase really doesn't seem to mind credit card gaming or churning. They seem to very much tolerate downgrading cards and receiving bonuses every 2 to 4 years, and data points suggest they are very comfortable with gift card purchases. Now, I wouldn't suggest pushing this too far, but there's a reason folks love the infinite ink loop. Real quick guys, if you want more information on any Chase cards, or really any card at all, check out my super cool card link in the description below. Using my link does support the channel, and it allows me to deliver you content on a consistent basis. If you have used my link in the past, I sincerely thank you. Reason number 2 is kind of funny, considering the criticism from me and the community in general. I want the CSR for the ultimate rewards portal. The Chase Sapphire Reserve gets 50% boost for booking within the portal, and while most of my flights are booked with transfer partners, there are examples where I think this 50% boost will come in handy. Just recently I booked flights from Amsterdam to Malta and then Malta to Zurich. Now there were some options from Amsterdam like KLM Flying Blue, but those surcharges and fees made those flights either not a great deal or just not much value as far as transferring to Flying Blue. So I booked them through the Chase travel portal using Air Malta, or whatever airline Air Malta will be called next month. It's a way to fly using points and no cash, and it wasn't too bad of a redemption value. I actually used the CSP for the 25% boost, but the example still stands. It was a way to book travel without using cash for a decent value. And that's where the portal comes in. Sometimes, especially flying foreign carriers, it might just be easier to use UR points through the portal, and that 50% boost seems like it'll be nice. Also, I'm kind of learning that some hotel loyalty is somewhat of a letdown, also sometimes constraining. So with using the CSR to book non-chain hotels, I can earn 10 times UR points, or I can get that 1.5 cent per point with UR points through the portal for those hotel bookings. That's not bad, especially for economical non-chain hotels. Finally, I don't think using the Chase portal for domestic economy flights is at all a bad option. It will still allow me to earn airline miles and earn towards status if I go that route. And it's especially appealing now that I generally book the best flight for me without regard to the airline. I show no loyalty to these legacy carriers, and I want the best route and times available. And getting a 50% boost not only seems like a fair idea, but it also keeps me focused on transferable currencies like UR points instead of airline specific points. So yeah, I like portals kinda. Reason number 3 I'm upgrading to the Chase Sapphire Reserve is its league leading travel and purchase protections. Now yes, I have other cards that come oh so close to the same protections, but there are some subtle differences. For instance, Capital One Venture X is also a Visa Infinite card, and it carries lost bag insurance, but it lacks baggage delay insurance. Sapphire Reserve has that through Chase. I know that seems like a very minor detail, but I have had my bags delayed, and while I'm one of those guys that packs super light, in reality, as long as I have my wallet and my phone, I don't care, but I would have been entitled to some compensation. The American Express Platinum has amazing travel protections as well, but they have verbiage in their conditions that is concerning to me. A lot of their protections are for round trips. Now it does say that a round trip is anything that begins and ends in the same airport, but to me that leaves some open-ended arguments. Example, next month we're flying from Columbus to Toronto, to Amsterdam, to Malta, to Zurich, and then taking a train to Geneva, flying to New York, back to Columbus. Is that a round trip? Most of those flights are booked separately and in so many different ways. I'm confident Amex would do the right thing, but with Chase, there's no text that suggests any of that would be an issue. I'm probably just being paranoid, but the fact is, the CSR is loaded with great protections. Reason number 4 should be no surprise if you follow the channel, and that's lounge access. Your Uncle Luke needs access to these new Chase Sapphire lounges, and it turns out it looks like they are located in different locations than the Capital One lounges. I do visit LaGuardia, JFK, and Boston fairly often, and the new lounges are scheduled to be in Vegas and Phoenix, so I'll connect or visit some of those. And I'm really interested in the Etihad lounge they've partnered with at Washington Dulles. So can you have too much lounge access? I can't. I would pay the annual fee for the first year just to visit these lounges because I am that curious. If I can give you my personal opinion, I don't think the Chase Sapphire Reserve is going to get any additional meaningful benefits. I believe this lounge network is going to be the benefit. It will be beefed up over the next few years. I'm not sure if there will be as many as the Centurion lounges, but it's clear that these lounges are the best marketing for a product that a bank can have for folks interested in premium travel credit cards. Reason number 5 could be unique to me, but I need the experience. See, if I'm going to earn income talking about a product like the Sapphire cards, then I feel like I need extensive experience using these products. See, I pride myself on my channel and something that has some substance behind it. It would encourage all of you to be skeptical of anyone talking about something like we do if they don't actually experience these things. How can you value Hilton Diamond status if you've never been upgraded to a bigger suite than the home you grew up in at a Hilton? There's just too much in this game that folks shouldn't be commenting on if they've never experienced any of it. So I want to take the CSR for a ride to see how it runs for me. If it's a complete failure, then I'll still have my Chase Inc. Preferred to use for transfer partners and a smaller portal boost. And for a bonus reason, I want to hold the JP Morgan Reserve card. Yeah, I know there are some published requirements that I will likely never reach, but I'm willing to challenge those requirements. Like everything else, I don't think those requirements are actually chiseled in stone, and that is my Grail card, even though it really is just a glorified Chase Sapphire Reserve. So there you have it, guys. I'm upgrading the card not for the earnings, not for the credits, and definitely not for the coupons, most of which I don't even think I'll ever use. But I'm going to get enough use out of the lounges, the Chase offers, to somewhat offset the high annual fee. And this will allow me to continue my strategy of using all the high-end premium credit cards and putting in the work to get value from them while pairing them with low or no annual fee earner cards that are much simpler to manage. Guys, just a quick reminder that if you want more information on these cards, check out my card link in the description below. And if you have stayed all the way to the end, I thank you and I appreciate every single one of you.